I swear I wasn't trying to eavesdrop, but it was kind of hard not to overhear the hotel receptionist whispering nervously to my boss. "There's only one room left. One room. For me and her." My boss, Elena Carter, confident, brilliant, cool under pressure, turned to look at me with raised eyebrows. Rain hammered on the windows. Our company car had broken down in the middle of nowhere. And our yearly client review presentation was in the morning. She let out a breathless laugh. "Well, we're both adults, right?" I froze. The receptionist froze. Even the storm outside seemed to pause. Then I replied with the only thing my panic-flooded brain could produce. "I won't tell anyone." Her eyes widened, then she burst out laughing. Not mocking, not uncomfortable, just surprised. "Oh my God, Daniel, relax. I meant we'll survive sharing a room. I'm not asking you to sign an NDA for breathing the same air." I felt the tips of my ears heat up. Great start. But we took the room. Because we had no choice. Cloud with rain, the room, the distance, and the silence. The room wasn't small, thank God. 2 queen beds. A small balcony drowned in rain. A tiny heater that buzzed like it was giving its last sermon. Elena threw her bag onto her bed and sat down slowly. And for the first time since I'd met her, she looked tired. Not annoyed. Not stressed. Just exhausted. "You okay?" I asked. She forced a smile. "Yeah. Just, long year." I didn't ask more. Some people don't need questions, they need space. So I made tea with the little hotel packets and placed a cup near her. She blinked. "You made this for me?" "It's just tea." "No," she said quietly. "It's not." Something softened in her face, like a wall lowering a few inches. Open file folder, midnight revelation. Around midnight, while I was reviewing our presentation slides for the next morning, I heard Elena whisper. "Daniel, do you think I'm a bad boss?" I turned. She wasn't joking. Her brows were furrowed, her hands clasped together. Vulnerable. Human. "Why would you think that?" She swallowed. "People think I'm tough. Too demanding. Hard to approach. I don't want to be that person." "Tough? Sure. Demanding? Definitely. But cold? Never." "You push us," I said, "but you also protect us. You stay late to fix our mistakes so the clients never see them. You fight for our bonuses. You're not a bad boss, you're just a good boss who's tired." Her eyes glistened. And she whispered. "Thank you. I needed to hear that more than you know." The moment stretched, gentle, quiet, real. Door, the knock that changed everything. Just then. Knock. Knock. We both startled. At the door stood a woman, frail, shaking, clutching a child wrapped in a wet towel. Her clothes were drenched. Her voice trembled. "I'm sorry, the storm broke our roof. My son is freezing. They told me, no rooms left. Please, do you have an extra blanket?" Without hesitation, Elena rushed forward. "Come inside, just for a moment. He's shivering." The mother hesitated. But kindness has a way of breaking fear. They stepped in. The boy couldn't be more than 5. I switched on the heater and handed him my only jacket. Elena grabbed her bag and took out chocolate she kept for emergencies, though I'd always assumed that meant bad meetings. The child smiled for the first time since entering. We both realized at the same time. This wasn't a moment for comfort. This was a moment for action. I turned to Elena. "We can give them the room. We'll take the lobby couch." She didn't even blink. "Yes. Absolutely. When we told the mother, she broke down in tears. I can't accept this. You're not accepting anything, Elena said softly. You're giving us a chance to do the right thing. Couchan lamped the lobby, the couch and an unexpected truth. So we ended up in the lobby, sharing a scratchy hotel blanket, sitting side by side on an uncomfortable leather couch. I laughed. This is definitely not HR approved. She nudged me. Relax. I won't tell anyone. The callback made both of us laugh until our sides hurt. But eventually the laughter settled, and Elena whispered. Tonight reminded me, kindness matters more than titles. Yeah, I said. I think we forget that sometimes. She nodded, staring at the rain-blurred window. You know, she added softly, I always thought leadership meant being strong. Untouchable. But, maybe leadership is also allowing yourself to care. To show up for people. That's the kind of leader people remember, I said. She looked at me, longer this time. Warmer. I'm glad I'm here with you, Daniel. Of all people. And something in my chest shifted, like the quiet beginning of hope. Sunrise the morning after. The mother and her son met us in the hallway the next morning. Dry. Warm. Smiling. You saved us last night, she said. We won't forget your kindness. Elena shook her head. You saved us too. She said it with a sincerity that made my throat tighten. The storm passed. Our presentation went great. And no one at work ever learned what happened. But Elena and I shared glances afterward, knowing, soft, something more. Not romantic yet. But meaningful. Sparkle's uplifting ending. Sometimes, the universe traps you in a hotel room with your boss. Sometimes, a storm forces you into unexpected truths. Sometimes, kindness finds you in the middle of the night and reminds you what being human means. And sometimes, a simple act of compassion becomes the start of something bigger than either of you expected. Because in the end, being adults has nothing to do with age. It's about choosing kindness, even when no one is watching.